Today we're going to go over how to read line graphs, then you'll have a chance to practice. This graph shows a car driving for 5 hours. The speed of the car is shown on the graph. Our question is, when was the car driving fastest? Well, we can see that the car's speed is shown on the y-axis, or vertical line of this graph. You can see the highest point is right here. Now, to figure out what time that is, you can just connect it down to the axis that shows time. The car was moving fastest at 5 o'clock. Our next question is, what was the slowest speed of the car? Well, remember, the speed is shown on the up and down axis, so the slowest speed will be the lowest point. We can see it right here. Now, to figure out the speed, we can see that this is at the 20 mile per hour mark. The slowest the car was moving was 20 miles per hour. Let's look at one of these graphs together. This graph shows the amount of rainfall that a city got over the course of 8 months. Our first question is, how much more did it rain in April than in May? Well, to start, how much did it rain in April? Well, in April, you can see the dot is up here. When we connect this to the amount of rainfall, it's at 18. It rained 18 inches in April. Now, to figure out how much more this is than May, we can subtract the amount that it rained in May. How much did it rain in May? Well, in May, the dot is right here. When we connect this to the amount of rainfall, it's at 6. It rained 6 inches in May. Then to solve, 18 minus 6 equals what? 18 minus 6 means it rained 12 more inches in April than in May. Our next question. How much did it rain in June, July, and August combined? Well, let's start with June. How many inches did it rain in June? You can see in June, the dot is right here. On the graph, that's at 4. It rained 4 inches in June. Then let's add July. How many inches did it rain in July? Well, July's dot is right here, which is also at 4 on the graph. It rained 4 inches in July. Finally, we could add in August. How many inches did it rain in August? Well, August's rain is right here. On the graph, it's at 8. It rained 8 inches in August. When you add this all up, 4 plus 4 plus 8 gives you a total of 16 inches. Now it's time for you to practice reading these graphs on your own. This graph shows the number of cups of lemonade I sold on each day of the week. The first question is, how many cups of lemonade were sold on the weekend? Remember that weekend means Saturday and Sunday. Well, we can start with Saturday. We see Saturday is up here. I sold 30 cups. The next day is Sunday. On Sunday, the dot's here, which is at 27. I sold 27 cups. To figure out the total, you would add those together, and 30 plus 27 equals 57 cups. Next question. How many fewer cups did they sell on Monday compared with Saturday? Well, we're comparing Monday with Saturday. We see on Monday, the dot is at 3. We sold 3 cups. On Saturday, the dot was at 30. So to figure out the difference, we can take 30 and subtract the 3. That means on Monday, we sold 27 cups fewer. Now here's the last graph for today. This graph shows how tall I was in inches from the age of 6 to the age of 13. The first question is, how tall was I when I was 12? Well, if you look along the bottom of the graph, you can see at the age of 12, the dot is right here. I'm a total of 60 inches. I am 60 inches tall when I was 12. And here's the last question. How much did I grow between the ages of 6 and 10? Well, you can see at age 6, the dot's right here at 44. I was 44 inches tall. Then I'm going to grow some amount, and this is going to give me my height at age 10. Well, at age 10, you can see the dot's right here. It's all the way up at 52. I was 52 inches tall. You could then solve that between the ages of 6 and 10, I must have grown 8 inches. So from today, remember, line graphs are a way of showing information that changes over time.